Well, hi everyone. Bet you're surprised to see me. Yeah, I said I was going to stick with monthly. I've changed my mind. I think I'm going to try to go back to bi-weekly. Makka, leave that alone. Mostly because my videos are starting to get really long at monthly. I'm still worried I won't really have enough to share on a bi-weekly basis, but that will just make them really short, right? So, yeah, we'll try it. We'll see how it goes. Since I wasn't planning to do another video in May, if you were interested in the book giveaway that I discussed in my last video, I'm going to keep that going until my next video, so 2 weeks from now, the June video, just because I wasn't expecting to do this. So if you haven't watched my last video and you are interested in getting a copy of the book that I will be talking about during reading, watching, listening to, go back to my last Flosstube and catch the very tail end of it, the reading, watching, listening to part, and it'll give you all the details about how to get entered for that. So, if you're particularly eagle-eyed, you might notice, and you've been around for a while, you might notice I'm wearing my old glasses. Makka, would you like to share with the class what happened to my new glasses? She would not. She got them while I was in the shower one night, and she managed to destroy both lenses and the frame beyond repair. I can still kind of wear them, but they've got tooth marks in the lenses, and then this one is all shattered along the bottom. So it's annoying because it feels like they're dirty and I need to clean them. Plus, she also chewed the ends of the earpieces, and so they're uncomfortable to wear. So I am back in my old glasses, my old prescription, until my new ones are ready. Fortunately, they were still under warranty. Fortunately, they put a rush on them because this is my old prescription, and so it's a little bit harder to stitch with these. But yeah, so in case you were wondering, and I'm sure like none of you were, but I felt like I had to share, that's why I'm wearing my old glasses. Yesterday was recital day, recital number 1 for my little hometown studio. It went well, but if I keep rubbing at my eyes, I think I've mentioned before, mascara and eyeliner, it doesn't matter. I can choose the one that's made for the most sensitive person. They still make my eyes water and sting for about 2 days after I wear them. So I love performing. I hate my eyes for the next 2 days afterwards. So if I keep rubbing at them, it's because they're bugging me. Usually my glasses help with that some. Makka, leave that alone. Get out of there. As you can see, someone's in fine form today. Goodness. Hi. You're right down there where no one can see you. I look like I'm talking to myself like a crazy person. There you are. See, there is a dog here. I am not just talking to myself. All right, this is really, hi. I like you too, but I'm trying to film a Flosstube here. No, off. At least let everybody see your face. It's the only cute part of you. I know, how dare I say such cruel things? How dare I say such cruel things? Here's Makka. She was all cooped up yesterday because I had dress rehearsal and show on the same day. So she's a little hyper today, aren't you? Aren't you hyper today? So there'll be no laying, sleeping quietly while I'm filming. I'm probably going to be fending off puppy attacks the whole time. Hey, no bite the chin. All right. Can you stay put while I work? All right, let's talk about whips. No bites. No bites. She's actually got very good bite moderation. She doesn't really hurt me, but And my older nieces and nephews don't care because she just likes to put your hand in her mouth. But my youngest nephew, it still scares him. He still says she's biting him. So I'm trying to break her of the habit completely, which isn't working because the older two love it when she puts their hand in her mouth and she encourages it, or they encourage it. And it's really hard to break her of something when it's not consistent. And no matter how many times I tell them to stop letting her do that, they still let her do that. We're gonna have to work harder, huh? We're gonna have to work harder. So anyway, whips. If you will remember my last video, I was talking about WIPGO projects, and I made an executive decision pretty much immediately after I filmed that Flosstube that I was redoing my WIPGO board. Originally, I had 25 different projects, most of which I haven't worked on in a long time, with the goal of 10 days and or 1,000 stitches. So about 100 stitches a day for 10 days. And that's just, it's not working for me. When I made that plan, I thought that would be like a small part of my stitching for the month. And I would be able to get done with that, and then I would be able to work on other projects. And it's just, things have been crazy between the puppy and my dad's health stuff and work stuff, and I haven't been getting as much stitching done as I wanted to, and it's been pretty much the whole 5 months consistently. So I redid the WIPGO board. Instead of a bunch of different projects, I've got like maybe 4 or 5 projects that are just repeated multiple times on the board for the rest of the year. Let's see if I can remember all of them off the top of my head. I have Wednesday is repeated, the Haunted Library, the Margarita Dragon, the Supernatural Sal, and then Ink Circles 5 o'clock. I think are the 5 that I've pretty much got. And then for this month, I chose Wednesday and Smalls again, because I have a few things, I feel goals I want to do with Smalls. So you'll be seeing those projects a lot more frequently. Oh, and Deal Struck, there were 6. Deal Struck is the other one. So you'll be seeing those projects a lot more frequently. If I have extra stitching time, awesome. I will either pick something else to do, or I will just get some extra time in on them. So, yeah. So anyway, so for this last couple weeks, I've been focusing actually on Smalls because, well, I guess first I should show you this. I did get about 100 stitches in on Stitcherovia's Awesome Myth. So here's really all the more I got done on that one. A little bit of lettering at the top. It's gonna go back in the closet. It will come out eventually because it's really pretty and this fabric is awesome and I love it. Primarily what I focused on this past 2 weeks has been my small for StitchCon for the Smalls exchange. And I wasn't going to show it. I was going to kind of keep it a secret, but such a small percentage of the people that are coming to StitchCon Weekend B watch my video that it'll still be a surprise, most likely to the person who chooses it. And if you are here and you're going to Weekend B and you like it, well, now you know. And you'll probably be able to tell from the packaging which one it is and you can get it. So I am doing for the Smalls Exchange Tiny Modernists Hen's Halloween Tea. And I'm doing it in the called for Weeks dye works instead of the DMC colors. I'm doing it on 16 count Legacy by Picture This Plus. And I'm really getting close to done with it. So here's where I'm at. And I think it's so cute. So I just pretty much have the black left. So the cake stand and the spider, and then the lines and the face on the pumpkin. And then I have the dark gray, so I have to fill in the rest of the cake and I have to do the spider web. And then this one will be done. And I can go back to some of my other smalls because that is still one of my goals for the month. Although this is already over 1,000 stitches and over 10 days for the month. So that's one WIPGO square complete already. The second project that I've been working on, and I don't think I brought the model photo in here, so I'll just have to put it up here later. That's Forbidden Fiber Company's Wednesday. And I think the last time that I showed this one, it looked like this. And so I've been making decent progress on Wednesday, and I haven't really worked on it a lot yet this month. I think maybe I've got 3 of the 10 days on this one done. But here's where it's at. So I got some more of the, this part of the collar done. And then I've been working on evening out the braids so that I can rotate I can shift the Q-snap down to the bottom so that I have more room to work on the bottom. So yeah, there it is. I love this one. It's a lot of fun to work on. You can't see it too well in this lighting, but there is actually a decent amount of color variation in the poinsettia and in the Wednesday. So her hair actually has a decent amount of color variation. And then there'll be more red at the bottom. So this is, I think, 16 count charcoal, also by Forbidden Fiber Company. One moment, my puppy would like to be let outside. Okay, and I'm back. I guess she has a really good way of getting me distracted when I go off on tangents. So anyway, that was Wednesday by Forbidden Fiber Company. I worked on one more project in the last 2 weeks. I have 2 new starts I want to do in May, and this is one of them. This is the one that is a lot more dear to my heart. If you're not aware, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And I believe that it's important to destigmatize discussing mental health and to destigmatize mental health treatment. So, in the interest of disclosure, I have both anxiety and depression, and I control them with a combination of medication and therapy. And I'm doing really well right now. There have been some really bad times, but I'm doing really well right now. I think we've found a good balance for me at this point in my life, and I'm happy with my progress. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's no different. My anxiety is no different than my arthritis. They're both just something that has happened to my body. It's a natural disease state. I mean, it's not something to be ashamed of. It's not because of anything I did. I've had people tell me that before with my depression, believe it or not. It's not anything I did. It's not anything on me. It's just a fact of life. And there's nothing wrong with treating it. It doesn't mean that I'm weak, that I have to take a medication. It means that my brain doesn't make the right chemicals, so I have to kind of help it balance them out. So there's my soapbox for today. And in recognition of that, I did a start from Stephanie Rohr, Steph X Stitches Self-Care Cross Stitch book. This book is awesome. If you haven't had a chance to look at it, I highly recommend picking up a copy. Also, her other book, Feminine Cross Stitch, is amazing too. And I'm gonna try to show this. This might get cut kind of funky because I'm trying to show just a piece, but the pattern is on the opposite page, so I don't wanna... Oh, good, I did it, yeah. So this is the one I'm making. If you can't make your own neurotransmitters, store-bought is fine. And 100%, that's what I believe. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. If you have any questions, I am more than happy to talk about it. Please feel free to ask me anything that you want to know. If you need some encouragement, I'm here to cheer for you. But yeah, there's that. I've got another start, hopefully, that I'll be doing later this month. It's much more lighthearted than that one. But that is my Mental Health Awareness Month start. Oh, I guess I should show you how far I got. This one I'm doing on 32 count Helix Lugana from Picture This Plus, and I haven't really gotten very far on it. Part of the reason, for some reason, I am having a lot more difficulty seeing the holes on this one than I usually do on the Lugana. So since my glasses broke, I haven't even tried because, like I said, this is my old prescription. It's not as strong. So this kind of got slowed down by curious puppy teeth. So that is all of my stitching. My plans for the remainder of the month. I need to finish Hen's Halloween Tea. And then I need to figure out how I'm going to FFO that. I might try to make a pillow, but I've never tried one. So if you've got any advice for making a pillow, I thought it'd look cute in like a dough bowl. I know people do those. If you've got any suggestions for that, on how to finish a pillow, or any other suggestions on a cute way to FFO that will be quick and simple, because if you've not met me, straight, like lined up is not a thing that I do very well. So it needs to be pretty easy. I'm going to work on Wednesday. And then if I have any other time, I have a few other smalls that I would like to work on and try to maybe push those towards done. My self-care cell and then my other start. So yeah, there you go. I thought I'd try something new. I kind of want to start actually hearing from people a little bit more. So I thought maybe I'd start asking a question during every Flosstube and kind of give me an idea or give other people an idea of the different ways that we all do things. I'm up to suggestions for a question. For questions, please let me know. So I thought for this one, I'd start with what's your go-to fabric and why? If you're relatively new to stitching, you may not know there are different types of stitching fabric. There are all different counts, there's all different colors. And I'll go ahead and start. My go-to is 16 count Aida. I grew up as an Aida user and I just never really got away from it. And plus I have fabrics of the month, so I'm getting a lot of 16 count Aida in every month. But 16 count is kind of my sweet spot size-wise. 18 is just a little bit small. I do work on 18 more often than not. I very rarely go down to 14 because I don't like the coverage on 14. I'm a loop starter. So 16 is about as low as you can go with 2 strands and have a decent coverage, in my opinion. So that's kind of where I stick. I have a fabric of the month in 32 count Lugana. And I will stitch on linen. Like 16 count Aida, 32 count even weave is about my sweet spot. I will go higher. I rarely go lower. So, and I like all kinds of different colors of hand dyes. I don't really have a go-to color. Although you could probably argue it's somewhere in the blues and the grays. So that's me. What fabric do you prefer? Why do you prefer it? Everybody, go ahead and let me know. I'd like to know. And that's it for this. Well, no, it's not. That's it for the working on stitchy stuff. So if this is where I leave you, I hope you have a great couple weeks and I will see you around the beginning of June. If you like haul, here we go. This is the main reason that I cut my videos down, is because my haul was getting out of hand. Like, I think the last one I did 2 unboxings. Whew. So I have a little bit this month. First, my May fabric of the month from Mystic is here. And this is a really cool one. It is called Illusion. And it's a kind of a mashup of her Silver Mist and Aurora. But it does look... She said the inspiration was kind of like an oil slick, and in different lights it does look different. So this is obviously what it looks like in this light. those light greens and purples on the silver background. And it's really pretty and I like it. It's nice and subtle, but still gives a pop of color. When I got the fabric for Hen's Halloween tea, that was a last minute order because I had something picked out for that, and then I neglected to do a floss toss, and as soon as I started working on it, the color disappeared in the fabric, so I had to order that piece of Legacy. And I wasn't just going to order one piece, so I also went ahead and got an 1/8 yard of Picture This Plus doubloon. So a nice faded gold. And I probably should have gone ahead and gotten a fat quarter because I actually think this color would be awesome for the Phoenix Queen, the Bella that I bought a few months ago. If I have enough, I don't need to buy another piece. I can find something in the closet that will work. Stop it. Stop it. This is my clicking hand. Stop. And then this one's kind of a funny story. I saw this pattern and I decided to get it. And while I was there, I was flipping through other patterns and I saw another one I liked. And thought I decided to get it. So I actually went online and bought, well, I got a new Q-snap because if you remember, my nephews actually have both of my other ones now. New 8x8. I went ahead and I got the Threadworks threads for this other pattern, and then I didn't buy the pattern because it turned out that this pattern was a pre-order, and I think that's what happened was I decided since they were going to ship separately anyway, I just wouldn't bother with it. But then I bought the floss anyway. So I bought the pattern, but instead of buying a physical pattern, I bought the digital download. But here's what it looks like. It's by Top Knot Stitcher, and it will go in this lovely office because this is all done in teals and blues and kind of intended to look beachy because, like, you might know that's one of my things. But here's the pattern that started it all. So this is by Erin Elizabeth Designs. It's Pick Your Poison. It's umbrella drinks and Halloween. So yeah, of course I had to have it. And I also got that from the Top Knot Stitcher shop. Which is why I had one of her patterns that... Oh, I'm babbling again. So there's my haul. So that is everything Stitchy related. So if that's all you're into, then I hope you have a wonderful couple of weeks and I will see you next time. If you stick around for reading, watching, listening to, I just went through a documentary on Netflix and it was called Hitler's Circle of Evil. I'm kind of a history buff. So this was like 10 episodes long, I think. It was a long documentary. And it basically followed Hitler's inner circle from before he even rose to power all the way through the end of the war. So it was really interesting because a lot of times I don't think you hear about a lot of that stuff that happened that led to the rise of Hitler and the rise of Nazism. So it was kind of an interesting perspective to start all the way at the beginning and go all the way through. And then, of course, a lot of those people, like, I've heard their names in passing, but I'm not a real scholar of World War II history or German history, so getting some more of the detail on those individuals was interesting also. So that, I think, is the only new thing I watched. Yeah, I think everything else I've been doing has been rewatching stuff that I have already told you about, if not more than once. Reading, I finished the London Seance Society. That is the book that I said I have 2 copies of and I would be happy to give the other copy away. Again, go back to the end of my previous Flosstube if you're interested in learning a little bit more about that. It was so good. It was so good. It took a couple unexpected twists and I really enjoyed it. So currently I am reading, I'm trying to read the spine from here. I think it's the Great Big Demon Hunting Agency. And it is kind of a publisher. It's from an indie publisher, so it's a little bit less well known. I'm enjoying it. It's another Victorian England supernatural type mystery / thriller type thing. Go figure. So it's about these two crooks that they were running with a gang, and now like they're persona non grata in the gang they were running with. So they decide to open their own. This is a Victorian England where the veil between worlds opened up and a bunch of demons got trapped on the human side of things. So there's a demon problem in Victorian England, and these two decide to open their own demon hunting agency because they can't do crime anymore because they're out of favor with all the gangs and they're not doing so well on their own. So they decide to go straight, and this is how they're going straight, is opening a demon hunting agency. And it's a cute little read, so I'm enjoying it so far. I'll let you know what I think when I get done with it. But other than that, I haven't really had a lot of time to read lately because things are busy. Personal updates. My dad's having a minor medical procedure tomorrow, so I'm going with him to that. Work has been kind of nuts with commitments to my old job that are kind of rearing up, and they're making things difficult, and it's frustrating. So recital number 1 is done. Recital number 2 is the first weekend in June. And then I'm off for the summer. I might actually just take dance off completely for the summer. Normally I would continue with my ballroom lessons through the summer, but I might just take some time off. I'm hoping to start learning to kayak, so something that I can do with and get some cardio, and it's all upper body, and just give my knees a break. Because they have good days and bad days, but like the further into a dance season I get, the more bad days there are. So I'm thinking I might just take a month or 2 off, but still hopefully have something to keep my cardio up. Makka's doing well. Her last vet, well, it wasn't actually a vet visit. I had to take her in to get weighed for her heartworm and flea preventative because they're giving it to me a month at a time since she's still growing. They need to know what range she's in for the medication. She was 33 pounds the last time she was weighed. And that was well in range, so they were able to give me 2 months of medicine. So I don't have to take her at the beginning of next month. Although one of my commitments for my old job is now 5 days after her spay, which means I'm going to have to move her spay. And they were like 4 months out, and she's going to be over a year before she has it, which means we're probably going to go through at least 1 heat, and I'm not looking forward to that. I don't know. I guess I should probably actually call the vet before I worry about all this stuff, huh? But I need to call the vet on Monday and straighten that out. My secret project, I have not made any moves forward on it yet. I keep saying when things calm down, but things never calm down. They have to eventually, right? Either that or I have to learn to adjust my time better. So anyway, we're at the point where I'm at useless babbling, so I guess there's really nothing else to say. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. The whole reason I made this video was because earlier this week I got the Black Needle Society Flamingo box. And I recorded an unboxing and I never gave myself a spot in the video to put it. So, hopefully all those times I dismissed the Stitchy people. If you wanted to see the Black Needle Society Flamingo box unboxing, I hope that you ignored those and you stuck around, because here it is. Hi everyone, I am super excited. It's like 10 after 6. I have dance class at 7. It's my last dance class before the recital. And forget that noise, because the Black Needle Society Flamingo box is here. First thing I'm a little concerned about though is, I don't know if you can see this, but it is pretty much coated all the way around with dust. Like, it looks like the UPS driver just kind of rolled it down the driveway. I don't know. So I'm hoping that nothing inside is damaged. Because if it is, I'll be sad, because we know flamingos are one of my things. And I've been waiting and waiting for this box. So let's open it, right? Okay. I already used the utility knife to open it. Oh gosh, I'm getting dust all over me. Stupid UPS drivers. Here we are. Stitch like a flamingo. All right, let's see. Oh, get it? Get it? She's on the tail of a fly that apparently can't fly anymore. Just get it! I wish y'all could see this. This is prime entertainment here. And the fly can still run faster than she can. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. Hopefully nothing breakable. Our needle minder. Flock Star Stitcher. Love it. Thread jewelry. The Fabric Flock Shop. What is this? Oh, okay. If you've watched me for very long, you know that I collect flamingos because my mother loved flamingos. And so I kind of grew up around them, and then it started being a nostalgia thing because it made me think of her. My mother also loved beaches and umbrella drinks and tropical. And this would have been right up her alley. This is a, well, I mean, you can't see it very well right now, but it is called the 5 O'Clock Somewhere Drink Floaty. So you can blow this up and it will like put your drink in it while you're in the pool, and it will float. And I'm really excited to take this over to my mom's best friend's house and hang out in the pool with her, because that will be a fun way for us both. We'll both be thinking of mom. Because you know we're going to have our drinks in the pool. Flamingo iPads, hot and cold, so you can microwave them or you can freeze them to put over your eyes. No. I swear, Makka, do not put teeth on that. You already ate my glasses this week. That's a story for the rest of the Flosstube. Flamingo cross stitch fabric from Laura's Fabrics. Mine is a 32 count Lugana. And I'm going to read the note on the back. Did you know flamingos gather into colonies of up to thousands? This fabric is an image of a giant colony of flamingos from space. If you see any little dots in your piece, those are the flamingos feasting on shrimp. These beautiful and noisy birds are a great reminder that we all deserve our time with friends to be loud and enjoy life. Amen. Specialty floss. The specialty floss is from Live and Die LA. Limited edition 25 yard hank of pretty flamingo. Makka, I swear. Stop. I know, that's my responsibility, right? If I don't want you to have it, I need to take it where you can't have it. I know, I'm sorry. Oh, cool. This is a collapsible storage bin. So that's cool. That'll be useful for StitchCon, for holding all the random junk that accumulates on the table. I like, and it's all got flamingos on it. The project bag. Artwork by the Enamel Library. It is Flamboyance. My favorite is the flamingo on the flamingo floaty. And the pirate ship, I don't know if you can see that, but the skull and crossbones is a flamingo head. So cool. And last but not least, the pattern. And I was really excited because I know that this pattern was by Hands On Designs. And I have a number of Hands On Design flamingo patterns. And now I have one more. I would be a fancy flamingo. That is not going to stay unstitched too long, I don't think. I love it, I love it, I love it. So there we are. There is the flamingo, Stitch Like a Flamingo, the May 2023 box from the Black Needle Society. And it is a home run in my book. I'm so excited. So excited. Let's take out this so you can see. Oh, I tore the sticker. That makes me sad. That's the fabric. So, that is my unboxing. I really just want to blow this up right now. I really do just want to blow this up. And but I've got to go to dance class because this is the last one before the recital. Oh, it's small. We can blow it up really fast. Oh, so excited, so excited. All right. So, and I need to make sure to tape this where Makka can't get to it. But anyway, there we go. Have a great day, and back to the rest of the Flosstube whenever I get around to recording it. Okay, and now for real, I'm done. I can't believe I did that. That was the whole reason I made a video. Wow. This is not my natural hair color. Maybe you can guess what is. Anyway, really, now that's all there is. Keep an eye out on my Instagram. It is also DNA Geek Crafts. If you are interested to see what my other start is, I'll go ahead and tell you. Since the next time I do a video, it will be June. And the reason I'm starting it is for anime. You see what I did there? I stole it from Crunchyroll. It's not mine. I'm gonna dig through my anime patterns and do a start for those. Probably gonna be one of the Yuri on Ice patterns to match Yuri that I did last summer. But if I get ambitious, it may be one of the bigger ones. It's a different anime. Who knows? I certainly don't. I won't know until I start it. So anyway, that is all. Makka has managed to get her tie out wrapped around something, and she is stuck at the door whining. Well, she can't get to the door. She's stuck off to the side here. I can see her waiting patiently for me to come untangle her. So I'm gonna go do that. I hope everybody has a fantastic 2 weeks. Don't forget to answer my question about which fabric you prefer. Don't forget to go back to my previous video if you're interested in receiving a copy of the London Seance Society, because I have an extra one to give away, and find out how to get your name down for that. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy. I will see you next time. Bye.